memorial, giving electives.
Thank you, good evening. The first thing we have is staff commitment to students and families. We've talked a lot about how dedicated staff is, and there's so many people that are constantly positive, which has a great effect on our students. The second we have listed is community partnerships, and as always, we have a great relationship with the city. And we'll shout out since we have the Leawood people here, and I know personally from working with them, that one of the program that enables our students to get into the theater and see some great shows for free, and a lot of our students might not be able to do that. Also, the PAL program, Millville Army Airfield Museum, Millville Library, and the Arts District, all providing different opportunities for our students that inspire them and to do better in school, so definitely so. We also noted the great extracurricular programs. Several people at our table, one of the first things they put down was the arts programs that have really shining the light on Millville, as well as our sports programs, our robotics teams, and our engineering students, amongst many others, are really something we're also proud of.
So without trying to sound redundant, we also talked at length about the dedicated staff. We talked about encouraging parent communication, and we don't know that we're always successful in that, but there's a strong sense that we work really hard at that. And we were also very proud of our diverse offerings for kids, not only the academic things, but also the social supports.
Good evening, everyone. So our Child Family Center is a phenomenal program. We're very excited to have that. We're very thankful for all of that. Also, we value the collective voice of community members, students, teachers, and leaders. I think this is a prime example of that, which is a wonderful thing. Also, our course offerings speak to varied interests. So our course offerings, and we'll speak from the high school perspective, is student-driven and teacher-led, which was really exciting and gives them the opportunity to make the choices for their own education. Collegiality at the high school, we really try to not be bound by authoritative titles. So everyone has a collective voice, whether you're a teacher, you're a para, you're a student. So we really pride ourselves on that, and also the open communication. So thank you.
Hello. So my name's Matthew. I went to Millville. I graduated 2016. So I can speak from my personal judgment on what my team, my table, came up with. And I just want to start with, obviously, the big one, Avid. The Avid program has done so many great things for our school district, starting in the middle school here and moving up to the high schools. The Avid strategies, the Cornell notes, the TRFs, they really just do help encompass the learning and academic achievements and goals that we strive for. So the AP and dual credit courses that are offered at the high school are amazing. I have to say, my senior year course load was filled with them, and it put me a year ahead when I started college. So I really think that extending them and just keeping them and striving our teachers to be able to teach them and give to the students to help them as they move forward in their academic career is great. We went with the support of students, Unity, parents, PBSIS, Opportunity, resources, and the teachers. There's a great support structure in Millville. Our teachers, our students, our parents. It's just a great communication between all of them and really gives a family atmosphere because of it. And last but not least, our extracurricular activities in Millville are amazing because, as you all know and has been said before, we have great clubs, especially at the high school. They have really become diversified. I know there's gaming club, anime club, and then your usual, writing club and stuff of that nature. But then there's our great sports teams, and what our athletes do in and out of the classroom is great. So I just wanted to say these are our 4 ideas that are the best for me.
My name is Mike, and Sebastian's hiding behind the he's an career here at Lakeside. We also commented on the athletic programs. We've had a great deal of success in our athletics. We kind of joined that with extracurricular activities just in general, and obviously fine and performing arts from the little guys all the way up to the high school level has just garnered a ton of positive attention. We mentioned staff too. We have a great deal of staff members who are exceptionally caring and kind of go above and beyond the classroom. Parent outreach, we mentioned that we're a resource. One of the things that separates us kind of from other districts is we're really well equipped to help people. We mentioned at Memorial, we do a program where we provide turkeys and Thanksgiving dinner and Christmases and things like that. And again, I'm sure that happens at other schools. I'm just familiar with Memorial, but that's a big deal. Variety of courses. We kind of spoke to the secondary level. The course offerings at the high school level are kind of sometimes a little overwhelming because there's so many. And there's a ton of opportunity to do a wide variety of things. And then academics, we talked about how many of our kids leave the high school and earn academic scholarships to colleges. National Honor Society held their night last night. It was very successful. Academic Awards Night and the Academic Bowl, which we won this year. Robotics and Gifted and Talented. And we kind of Gifted and Talented and Advanced Placement we kind of put together for the different levels. So those are, my man Sebastian came up with all those. So.
Everyone, I'm Mike, this is Nancy. Our group came up with it. Carry staff members, you heard a lot about that, which is a good thing. We said buildable pride. Our town is on pride. It's a good thing. And our schools are on pride. And that trickles down to what we do in classroom, what we do as a school. We celebrate success, we honor traditions, and that's cool. That's a nice thing to be part of. PBIS, positive behavior interventions that supports in schools. It's a layer of interventions that get kids back on track in a positive way. It's a great program, particularly the elementary level at least. Good stuff there. Resources and parent support to adapt to each child. We as a district are doing a good job and we're getting better at realizing one size does not fit all. And we are exploring and we're creating options to meet children where they are and meet them with the needs that they need. And finally, curriculum. We did give a shout out to Avid, the middle school and the high school. We don't have it in the elementary, but it's a good program. At the elementary, we were being honest with evaluating what's working, what's not. We're writing the science, the language arts. So good stuff. Thank you. It's been a lot of class.
All right, so one of the things we said was that we're working towards inclusion throughout the districts. We had some areas, particularly in the Child Family Center, that's doing really well, and everyone's working to try to get more inclusion support. Fine and Performing Arts and Athletics, like everyone else said, everybody's very impressed with our programs, our offerings there. The mini grant program, which I did not put on there, just to let you know, but offers some pretty cool opportunities for teachers to get creative in the classroom. And just as a quick plug, they're being presented Monday night at the board meeting. Anybody wants to come see what kind of things are going on. Our preschool program overall at the Child Family Center, you can tell we had the principal, the vice principal at our table. But one of the things that I didn't know that I thought was awesome is they go out and they actually make home visits. They said over the summer they visited 91 different homes in the area of 3 or 4-year-olds to talk to them, to recruit them, to just let them know about the opportunities offered out there and the facilities and everything, which is, you know, the foundation for everything we do K-12. So that was awesome. And last, our move towards a standards-based curriculum to get away from the textbook, just teach chapters 1 to 12, get there and actually teaching the standards. That's all.
doing great work. Give yourselves a round of applause. Really great work. A lot to be proud of. So let's just call out. What were some of the themes that you heard across the groups from around the room? Avid, fine arts, communication, sports, staff. Yeah, came up repeatedly. Anything else? Academics, AP courses, large selection of courses available at the high school. Really, all good stuff. And my observation, most of it, almost all of it, was focused on the students. It doesn't come up in every community, honestly, so you should really be proud of that. Everything you talked about had some link to student achievement, providing services to support families and their youngsters in the schools, all work to be very proud of. When we come back on the second night, we have dates set now. I don't remember.
January 16th.
January 16th. So please mark that on your calendar. January 16th and February 15th. So they'll be the next 2 times we're together. These meetings are sequential, but they're not linked to the point where new people can't come in. So please bring new people with you. They can be just as effective coming to the second night as those who were here for the first night. So I hope you'll do that. Would you like to wrap up?
I would like to ask everybody to give this room a round of applause. I can only speak from the experience at my table tonight. Hopefully you had a similar experience sitting down with people that you may or may not get a chance to usually interact with or talk to about the things that are important, the things that are valued in this community. I found it to be just a great experience to hear each individual's perspective on what they think is working well. And for me, it was very valuable. So I thank my table for that. Hopefully you had a similar experience. I really want to encourage you to come back for the final 2. We're going to build upon the momentum started here tonight and really get to the work that lays ahead of us, which is coming to an agreement on what the future should look like for our kids in this town. And I think this work is very important, and I value your time, and I know you have other things that you could be doing tonight, but you came out here because you have an interest in making this district the best it can be, and I thank you for it. So until we meet again, thank you very much. Also, on our district webpage, before I let you go, if you go to the district webpage, you click on the strategic plan link. That's where we will post all of the minutes and information regarding our next sessions. So please check out the district webpage. It should be easy enough for you to find. The strategic planning hyperlink will have all the information there. And again, please bring somebody with you next time. Let's double this room. Quick question?
No, just a comment. One of the issues that date in January, Bruce and I and Mike can't be there because we have either pre-order or city commission meetings, so that date doesn't work for us, but that's okay, we don't have to be there. I'm sure you're still in there.
Let's keep the date for now, and then if there is a change, we will announce it through the website as well as blast out the new date. But let's keep that date. Unfortunately, if we change it, and we really appreciate city commission, love to have them participate. If we change it for them, somebody else is not going to be able to make it, and that's just the unfortunate thing of trying to do something this large. So again, thank you very much. I'm going to turn it over to Mrs. Standing Avid Board President, who's going to close out our official meeting.
Can I get a motion to adjourn? Second? All in favor? This meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everyone.